strap on your headsets because it's coming. Virtual reality. This could be one of Facebook's next big steps, and Apple has been granted a patent for this type of technology as well. But when is it going to come? And are consumers even going to adopt this? So joining us now to break all of this down is Mark Spoonhour. He's editor-in-chief at Tom's Guide. Mark, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
So Facebook acquired Oculus. It's one of the more well-known virtual reality headset makers. Now, at a Recode conference on Tuesday night, it says that it's developing virtual reality apps. Do you see demand for this? What is the demand for this?
Well, it's still very early in the game in terms of virtual reality, but you have a lot of players entering the arena. Samsung has its own Gear VR headset that's out. And at first they're saying, well, this is just a prototype device, but everyone who has seen it and tried it on have been blown away because you could be watching a concert, look around you, and it gives you a 360-degree, fully immersive view of everything from concerts to movies to games. So now it's about how do you deliver apps that are going to keep people interested beyond that novelty factor.
Yeah, and that virtual reality technology certainly is something to behold. When do you think these apps could potentially become available?
Well, yeah, Facebook hasn't provided a timeline, but they're talking about giving apps not just to developers, but to people to allow them to upload content and giving people a fully immersive view of everything from videos to photos. So imagine how much more immersive your newsfeed will be when you're scrolling through, and you can feel like you're there with that other family member. So I think this is more about an enabling technology. I wouldn't be surprised to see something towards the end of the year.
Wow, that soon. Well, so just talked about Facebook. Let's switch gears to Apple because Apple's been granted a patent for its own virtual reality technology. Now, we know Apple gets granted a lot of patents all the time. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to actually make it to reality and come out to market. But if this technology were to come to market, I mean, do you see Apple really going through with this, and what would be the impact of that?
Sure. Well, I think they have a couple of advantages. One is that they have a huge advantage when it comes to content. They have their App Store as well as iTunes. So imagine them being able to have content developers create virtual reality experiences for their users. And that's another example that they have with the Apple Watch. They already have a lot of developers signing up, and it's going to give them a sizable advantage at launch over other smartwatches. So I say the content ecosystem gives them a heads up over other players, including Samsung. What's funny about this patent is that it was issued in 2008, so just a year after the iPhone came out. So this has been a long term in terms of development. We'll have to see how it shakes out, but I wouldn't be surprised to see them come out with something maybe as early as 2016.
Wow, so we're really talking a relatively short timeline for both of these companies, potentially with these new virtual reality technologies. And I'll tell you, Mark, I was just actually at the Toy Fair here in New York City earlier this week where Google and Mattel unveiled their own take on virtual reality with that classic Mattel toy, the Viewmaster. So this certainly does seem to be something that's coming. Mark Spoonhour, thanks for joining us. Thank you for watching. I'm Morgan Brennan. Have a great day.
Hey YouTube fans, I'm Landon Dowdy from CNBC. Thank you so much for checking out our channel. You can subscribe by clicking right here to check out the latest Mad Money CEO interviews, market news, financial advice, and product unboxing. Enjoy!